Hello, I'm Radiant Prime, and today we're here to talk about exploits in Star Wars Squadrons. So, how many exploits are there in Star Wars Squadrons currently? Well, I'm aware of 3 that the community at large seems to be talking about quite a lot. And the first thing I'll say is that I'm not sure any of these are actually exploits. But we'll go through them nonetheless and we'll talk about them. So the first one would be what people are calling farming. So farming would be killing all of the AI creeps and using that to swing morale to your advantage. Now, people consider this an exploit, particularly when it's done at the point when your 2 frigates are destroyed and you don't have any access to AI on, let's call it, your side of the map at that point, because they're not crossing a forward boundary towards your capital ship. And that makes it really hard to kill the AI, to kill those creeps, and to flip the morale back in the opposite direction. Now, I think currently it's debatably in the design of the game that that's how things work. And yeah, it really sucks and it's really frustrating when that happens. And I've had it happen to me many times, but it is actually possible to flip it back. What you do is you have to get enough pilot kills and you have to push into dangerous territory and try and get AI kills at any cost. Do I think the meta should be changed slightly? Do I think the design of the game should be changed slightly? Yeah, I think it probably should, and I think that might well happen. So that's the first exploit, farming. The second one is one that's been doing the rounds fairly recently. It's called the no-name exploit. And what's happening is people are, and I won't say how they're doing it, but they're basically joining the game with a blank name. And this makes it confusing to target them. You can still target them. There are people saying that you can't target them, but you can target them. But you might think that you're targeting an AI because there's a blank name or no name in your radar screen and no name on your screen when you see them in front of you, but you'll still get the red dot. And you can still tell they're an enemy player and shoot them appropriately. I've beaten plenty of teams who've been doing this. It's just one of those silly things that people do in games, to be honest. It's not a terribly worthy exploit, but should people be made to have a name? Yeah, probably. The third exploit, TIE bombers. TIE bombers are annoying, especially when the other team goes entirely TIE bomber and there's very little that you can do about it. We had a game just last night where the entire team on the opposite side went TIE bomber after we'd beaten 2 previous games, and they did this strat and it worked for them and they won. Fair play, to be honest. That's the design of the game right now. Yes, it's frustrating to play against. Yes, it's annoying. But until the game design is changed by EA and Motive, then calling these things exploits and being sensational about them to drive stream views or whatever you might want to do, that's all you're doing. You're just being sensational. They're part of the game right now, and we have to accommodate them and accept them and try and come up with counter strategies to deal with them. If you check out the channel and check out Reddit, there are loads of people coming up with great counter strategies to all of these things. So highly recommend you do that, do a bit more research, and you will be able to counter them. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments.